is where he's been at his best, not so much outside the numbers.
Stroud's pass is caught. Collins, first down and more. No flags.
On 3rd down and 6. Dalton Schultz in motion, the tight end. Stroud from the pocket for the end zone. The catch back. It's Nico Collins for a Texans touchdown.
From defenders, but just the pressure you feel being the 2nd overall pick.
Stroud, middle of the field. He's got the catch for the first down. Brevin Jordan, first grab of this game.
C.J. Stroud just sees the field so well when he has a clean pocket.
And open again. Completion into the end zone. Tagged down from Houston has the Texans touchdown. As a Texan reaches the end zone on the toss from Stroud.
Yeah, I love what this guy can do. You can get that quick stop-start ability.
Middle of the field is open. Catch is made inside the 40 by John Mechie. Stroud floating one deep and running underneath. Tagged down. He makes the catch all the way down to the 1-yard line. 3rd down 2 officially. Mike Boone is in at running back. Stroud to throw in the end zone, and juggling, he held on. Brevin Jordan has a Texan touchdown. Stroud to throw, the blitz is on. He floats one wide open, and there he goes. Tagged down all the way in for a Texan touchdown. A blitz-beating 68-yarder. Rookie to rookie.
You had a great first drive, but just so many mistakes inside.
Stroud, little sidearm delivery to the end zone. It's Nico Collins.
That you hear that phrase, a catchable ball. He throws a beautiful catchable ball, one that probably I could even catch.
It's a big statement. How do they navigate here with no timeouts? He fires, completes. Collins making a miss. Collins off to the races. Inside the Steelers 40.
And you've seen some of that in their back end, creep up in this game. Their front has been able to mask some of that.
There's a pass. Beautiful ball. Collins, and he's going to waltz in. Touchdown.
It has been a banged-up offensive line, so that is quite an accomplishment for this crew. Stroud throws, caught across the 40, and out near midfield goes Tank Dell.
His maturity and his growth from May until now has been exponential.
2nd down and 8, and there's another great pass to an open Nico Collins. Stroud throws for the end zone, caught, touchdown! C.J. Stroud able to find Dalton Schultz with 1:49 to play. The rookie quarterback comes through.
Beautiful touch on the football for the touchdown, and this time Bates going to be a hero. He jumps what he thinks is the over route.
Stroud gets rid of it. There's Noah Brown inside the 10, thrown down around the 5. Tyrann Mathieu ran him down. Is this a Stroud rush for a touchdown? No. Floating one for the end zone, and caught! Dalton Schultz with a Texan touchdown.
Schultz on the end of the line of scrimmage, and he's just going to the pylon right there. Beats him off that play action because it's not a great throw.
8 straight runs. Stroud fires. Touchdown Texans. Robert Woods from C.J. Stroud.
He is so poised in that pocket. Look at him scan the field from the left. Now he comes back into the center to his big-time player. Got great field position. You got to put a drive together that ends in points here for the Texans.
Stroud to throw. And open inside the 30 with Schultz. Inside the 20. It's a Texas first down.
That the commissioner is on hand today. Also gets to see the top 2 picks in the draft this year, including this guy, the number 2 pick, C.J. Stroud, keeping it and getting a first down to the 36-yard line.
But that's what you need right there. Guys to rise up and make big plays when you're down on the road.
Stroud boots out. At the last second, he throws and it's caught. Noah Brown, flag coming in. I think Brown may have stepped out of bounds. It's a sneak. Did he get in? Boy, waiting for the signal. Yes, they say it's a touchdown for Stroud, and Houston has the lead back.
Well, you're absolutely right. He's going to just find his little spot. Watch the big man get low. Oh, wow.
A lot of penalties last week, 11 of them for Tampa Bay, costing him 74 yards. The throw on time, the touchdown, Nico Collins. Texans take the lead.
The design is the play because everything's to the right. So you're showing a power running formation to your right.
It's good research by you.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Not Elvis. He
sorry.
likes horses.
Oh, yeah, horses. My bad.
Stroud makes the connection with Brown, straddling the sideline. Does he have the angle? He does! Touchdown! And then Devin White got some of the business at the end of the play. Stroud to the end zone. Touchdown! Tank Dell! Instead, it's Stroud. Throws. End zone! Touchdown! It's Dalton Schultz.
Tampa Bay, one of the bigger pressure teams in the league, number 3 in pressure percentage, decides not to press it on that one.
You know, and your opponent knows, you can't kick it. Stroud gets there for 2. C.J. Stroud likes to squabble. And now, can they win it? Stroud to the end zone. Touchdown! Tank Dell!
And he takes them down. 46, 2 timeouts. And hits 2 big plays down the stretch. Both of them to his fellow rookie, Tank Dell.
The only...
Back to Kevin Hart. You give us a completely different dimension. Good-looking throw by Stroud. Cityscape, and then on the other side you see the bridge and the Ohio River. Here comes after the 3rd straight Bengal punt. Stroud on 1st and 10, going deep and caught on the play. Grabbed by Noah Brown. 3rd and 14. They need the 40. Stroud through the air, 8 of 13. Got him on the move. There goes Schultz. And he's got the first down. An incredible response by the Houston Texans to that Bengal touchdown moments ago. 1st and goal. Stroud, he's got 6. He's in for the touchdown. C.J. Stroud's 2nd rushing touchdown this season. That good from 8 yards. And the Texans back on top by a larger margin.
Watch, there's only 4 guys are rushing. 7 are in coverage. They're in zone. Man underneath, zone in the back. Nobody's assigned to Stroud as he steps up. No eyes are on him, and he's able to get it in.
Play clock at 3. Here goes Stroud. Downfield and caught. Schultz.
Now you call the timeout.
Taylor Britt with the tackle.
Now you see the Texans come back and spread it back out.
On 3rd down, Boone, by the way, in the backfield. Pass is caught. It's a diving grab. Sliding toward the goal line is Dalton Schultz. Did he get in? He says he did. Touchdown, Texans.
He puts it where his receiver can catch it. You see the ball not touch the ground. Nobody touches him.
That's Beck in motion off the play fake. Stroud looking to throw. Stroud, middle of the field. Tank Dell. And he just gets open, doesn't he? This half, they also will get the football to begin the second half. Stroud on 1st down. He was looking downfield. He's going downfield toward the end zone. Dell, a leaping grab. He's got it. Touchdown, Texans.
C.J. Stroud just directed that play because once he broke the pocket, he pointed to Tank Dell and said, turn it up. He goes in and then curls out. He goes in. He's open right there. But now he's outside the pocket and he points and he throws from my hands to your hands.
It's what we talked about earlier, the time in the pocket that the offensive line affords, the ability of C.J. Stroud to keep his eyes down.
He just never phased.
Second and goal. Stroud has time, surveying the scene. Now chased out, comes back to his left, throws to the end zone, and it's caught! Touchdown! Tank Dell! And it's that type of magic.
So he motions across the formation. He gets out, he has a little return route. Maybe comes in a little bit too soon, but then it just kind of hangs. Just hangs. He's just waiting for C.J. Stroud to find him. He's like, here I am, give me the ball. Yeah, what a great job by Tank Dell in a row inside the 5-yard line.
3 tight ends out there again.
They fake it to Beck. Stroud's got some room. Touchdown! And the Texans tie it up.
Oh, beautiful design right here. They fake the fullback belly, and they go with a play-action pass. Nothing there, but this is what C.J. Stroud can do. He's so calm. He's so poised.
He is 1 for his last 5 passing. He's got a wide-open man. Hutchinson makes the catch. Just the second catch of the year for Xavier Hutchinson.
For an open field.
3rd down and 6. Stroud, he's got a lane to run. He throws. Collins, touchdown! CJ does it again! Stroud brings the Texans within 3.
I just love the patience, right? And you said it, Tiki. The eyes are always down the field. But he's moved enough today that Foye Oluokun has to respect the run, and he brings him into him just enough and then ditches it off right at the last second. Effortless. And this is what great quarterback play looks like in the NFL, and he's showcasing it. It hasn't all been perfect today, but the great ones find ways to make plays when they need it the most. You love as a quarterback to have 2 timeouts in this, or all 3 timeouts in this situation.
Stroud's going to run it, and he's got room with a flag down across the 25. Let's see if this play stands.
You're trying to get a 12-yard gain.
Stroud fires, and he's got Collins close to midfield. That's exactly what they do.
The ball back with a 1st and 10 at the 22. Fake the handoff. Stroud. Home run ball for Stroud downfield. Nico Collins goes down to get it at the 26. I told them the playoffs start now. That's the mentality we have to have collectively. 3rd and 6. Stroud. Jab step. Downfield. He hits Nico Collins. Brought down. Another big play for the Texans through the air. Single setback is Pierce. Fake the handoff. Stroud looking. Stroud. End zone. Wide open. Touchdown. Collins. C.J. Stroud on the money. And the Texans extend their lead.
So you just have Noah Brown hold a corner by not running a route and let Nico Collins work one-on-one against Jaquan McMillan, the nickelback.
Good field position for the Texans.
Texans have had 4 3-and-outs the last 5 drives. To the air, Stroud, and he's got his receiver, and that is Beck. He's the tight end, and he's driven out of bounds by Quincy Williams. A big play, cashing in at about the 31 of New York.
For the Titans. 3rd and 8 for Stroud. He's well protected. And right on the money to Nico Collins. Stroud fires deep, sideline throw, and Nico Collins hauls it in. Double checked the feet, but he knew where he was and held on to it cleanly.
And there's more to talk about that as Stroud, little play action to start. Good protection, airs it out for Collins. He's got it. 1 play, touchdown, Texans. 75 yards to start the night for number 7.
And it's Nico Collins, and there's no disguise to what he's doing. It's just a foot race. He takes off on the deep post. It's rookie Juju Brents who's in coverage on him, and another perfect throw.
Stroud wide open for the touchdown is the fullback Andrew Beck.
Backline and just a total blown coverage. You had 2 guys covering the flat. Safety runs to the flat area as well, and Beck.
Our guy Chris Collinsworth dubbed it the double doink at Soldier Field. Here's a little flea flicker. Stroud couldn't find anywhere to go with it through the air, so he picks up a first down on the ground.
Turnovers in the NFL stands out with a rookie quarterback who threw just 5 interceptions. We'll throw it again on 2nd and 7. Stroud lofted over the middle. It's wide open for Collins, his number 1 target across the 40 for a gain of 21. Stroud, who didn't play in the first matchup between these two teams, said this was going to be a key, getting into those manageable 3rd downs and play great situational football. Just gets rid of it, hit as he throws. He's got it. Nico Collins, 1st and goal. Thornhill making his return to the lineup, couldn't get him to the turf. Now it's Stroud on 1st down, back to the air, loads it up, wide open. It's caught on the sideline by Mechie.
A couple weeks ago, gave up 13 pressures.
We got Fant in at left tackle as this one goes to Brevin Jordan, the tight end, makes a man miss, and then shows off the speed. Jordan, pedal to the middle, he's gone. Touchdown, Texans, 76 yards.
Really sells this. Here he is. Watch him block for a full 2 count. 1,001, 1,002, then release. That's why there's no coverage there. He did a great job of being patient, setting up the tight end screen, and then did the rest with his speed and athleticism.
Play action for Stroud. Good protection. Loads it up. Fires downfield. Excellent touch. Perfectly delivered. Touchdown. Dalton Schultz. Stroud strikes again for 37 yards.
CJ included. He said, you know what? We didn't play very well. Not to take anything away from Cleveland. We didn't execute well. We just need to execute better. So far, the offensive execution in the first half has been excellent for Houston. Watch him square up the safety. Runs by him, makes a great move on Ronnie Hickman. And that other safety was cheating on the crossing route.
No huddle for the Texans on 3rd and 8. Stroud floats it for Singletary. What a play. And a big completion to quiet the crowd and get the Texans a first down. A gain of 26. Stroud. Schultz didn't drop that one.
I have to believe Bobby Slowick here is going to call something where ball comes out quick.
Over the middle, that's Nico Collins. What a throw and catch. 3rd down and long, and C.J. Stroud finds Collins for 29 yards.